like, fuck Jeff. It'd only be for the shock value. Yellowface by Rebecca R.F. Kuang. Finally read it. And I just finished it. It took me like a couple days, read it really fast. Up and down, roller coaster, really enjoyed it until the end. I'm still not so sure how I feel about the ending. I kind of like it a bit, but I'm going to get into it. I have some notes, so forgive me for looking down and that. Boy, where do I start? With the title? With the beginning? It's a coming-of-age story. It's a ghost story. Turns out to be kind of A.E. Poe-ish. Edgar Allan Poe in more than a wee bit. But, boy, it reminded me, it starts out two women, writers, in an MFA program at Yale. So, Ivy League school. But it took me back to my MFA days at Arizona State University. I talk about it quite a bit, but I don't get into details. It really takes me back, and I might make a video about it. There is still this controversy about MFA programs, about are they good, are they bad for you, are they, actually bad for writers, or just networking, or what. And usually, what I found, the complaints and criticisms come from people who do not have MFAs. Let's get into the book then. So, two female writers, one takes off, and new book to me, where was I in 2023 when it came out? IDK. But it would be a great buddy read. I really can't praise it enough. My favorite read of the year, besides Beautyland. So, one of the friends is Chinese. Let me just say the title, Yellowface, refers to a person who is like a white person who is a poser or wannabe Chinese person. Maybe, I compare it to like Native Americans have a similar person they call Uncle Larry. Uncle Larry is a person, you might have seen Uncle Larry, dresses up in, like Indian cowboy hat, maybe suede, yellow suede jacket with fringes, a lot of turquoise rings, in a Native American culture, in that maybe has made his own drum or something and likes to sing songs. God, am I Uncle Larry? God, am I Uncle Larry? God, am I Uncle Larry? No, I'm not. But that's a similar thing, the Yellowface. And that comes up, not in the beginning, but towards the middle and end. So one of the writers becomes immediately successful. One criticism I have, or not a criticism about this book, I'll get to that at the end. I do have a criticism. One thing that kind of bored me about the book was it got into publishing details. And although some of it was exciting, it gets into like movie details, like signing a famous writer or a successful writer gets a knockout novel, New York Times bestseller, all that, option for a movie. Then they get into the Hollywood details. I found that very interesting. I like that. But it got into some minutia with the publishing stuff that was a bit boring to me. But other than that, that was like one of the down. Then it would go up again, and I won't spoil it too much because it is a pretty intricate novel, well written. I mean, but I can see why it was very popular too. But it's also kind of like a niche novel in that it's all about writing and writers and publishing and that. But man, it's I still haven't even said the main spoiler or anything about the book, really, about the main plot of the book, rather. And that's good. Oh man, a lot of twists and turns in this. a lot of academia. I'm going to kind of leave it at that in a way because, again, I'm sticking to my New Year's resolution of not like revealing spoilers and reviewing books immediately after I read them, making them under 5 minutes long. Let's see. It got a bit sanctimonious at the end, where reverse discrimination comes into play. Uh, the main character, who is a writer, uh, almost loses her mind. So it gets into a like gaslighting story. There's violence in this. There's a murder in the beginning. Maybe I should have said that. But let me know in the comments below if you've read Yellowface or if you've read her other famous novel, Babel, which I probably heard of her first through that. I know it's a fantasy novel, but if I would read that, I'd know hardly anything going into it. I'd like to read Babel. Anybody want to buddy read it with me this year? Like after the summer? Let me know. Yeah, because I went into this knowing nothing. As I said, where was I? And I don't know, but I'm glad I read this. So, hey, like, subscribe, make a comment.